Spencer, a tough afternoon as we exit the FA Trophy, losing 3-0 at Frome Town. You must be absolutely gutted with the result.
I'm gutted with the result, and I'm fairly disgusted with the performance, to be honest. I thought, we keep focusing now on starting games badly, and I think we're 60 seconds, we're 1-0 down, we don't stop the cross, and centre forward's unmarked in the box. It's just not good enough. And I thought we then pretty much dominated the first half up the hill in difficult conditions. Their keepers made one fabulous save. We come in 1-0 down, and we're really positive. We changed the system. We wanted to be more attacking second half down the hill with the wind. And I thought we started the second half very, very brightly. And the referee, well, the linesman, to be fair, has absolutely killed the game stone dead. I mean, the chap's got to be, from our first and only view, 3-4 yards offside. The linesman next to me agreed as well. He said he admitted his angle was difficult, but he said it very much looks, I mean, it was just ridiculous. And the game's over, really, 2-0 down. It's an absolutely outrageous decision. And, Bradley then makes a mistake and we're 3-0 down. And Bradley got a knock in the warm-up. I found out about it at half-time, and, he's made a mistake and we're 3-0 down and the game's over. They're full of men. And I was curious at the end, because the reality is that people are spending their hard money coming to watch us at the moment, and I understand the circumstances, but the issue I thought with the second goal is one thing, but the reality is we shouldn't be 1-0 down again. We don't stop the cross. We don't mark the man, and it's not good enough. And I've let them know. I'm really angry, and I've spoken to people on the way back. And depending on what happens with the season, there's going to have to be changes. We keep doing this. We are too young. We are too, inexperienced at this level. We're getting bullied week in, week out, and we'll have to change it. I've spoken to Rob, and we'll have to find the money somehow. And he said he will. So, we can't keep giving these people, the players, different players, chances. People have not been in the team. People, they've all had plenty of chances now, and today just wasn't good enough. As I said, the second goal, it's strictly accepted, was just a shocking decision, and that killed the game, because I really did believe we'd go and win the game, but in the end, it's not good enough over the first 6 weeks of the season.
And we had a good spell in the first half after we went 1-0 down, where we dominated, but we just can't seem to score at the moment.
No, we can't, and we're not the only team with the position that we're in, like today, with people being in again and not available. Most teams are in that position, so it isn't an excuse. It's an understanding, but I've explained it to Rob, and he's agreed. If the season continues at some point, there are going to have to be changes. We're not good enough at the moment. Let's not beat around it. We're not good enough, and we're picking up injuries. We've got illnesses. We've got people taking COVID tests, but everybody's got that. At the moment, we're just being outperformed, and good players are not performing. And how many chances do you give them? And I don't want to go through a revolving door, and I'm criticised of it. Fair enough, I understand. We give people enough chances, and overall this first 6 weeks, and it's been a very difficult 6 weeks. But today was, example again. That first minute, it's no good dominating the first half, and we don't look like scoring. Besides the one really good save the keeper's made, we got some one-on-one positions out wide and didn't beat the first man. So. I've got to take it on the chin. At the moment we're not good enough, and we're going to have to rectify, and we will.
And Walton Casuals at home on Wednesday. They won today in the trophy, so definitely not an easy game.
No, they're flying. I mean, they've found some great money. They've got some very experienced players. They're everything we're not at the moment. You've got lads like Coombs up top. They're big and strong, and if we play like we did today, we're just going to get battered. Obviously we'll wait to see if the league, the government allow the game to go ahead with the lockdown so many hours nearer. Obviously, sadly, we've got some COVID results that we've got to wait through. Fingers crossed they're all negative. But at the end of the day, the players have got to start to look after themselves as well as the team. There's too many of them at the moment that are playing for themselves. They think they're better than they are. And ultimately, it's my responsibility. I've brought them to the club. Obviously, there are dramatic budget constraints. The club's closed. The academy, what the situation is there, being owed all that money as well. So it is very, very difficult. But we need to go and find hungry men if this is what it's going to take. We can't just keep relying on younger lads, because they're not up to the standard at the moment. And I'm really angry. I'm gutted for the fans who turned out again. I'm gutted for myself, to be honest, because it's so much work. And, in the first minute, we can't get close enough to stop a cross. We can't get close enough to mark our man. It's not good enough. And, we saw there in that game, we should have won that game today. If we focused more and concentrated more and worked harder, we didn't give ourselves a chance. And the referee said that linesman's decision. And some of the fans have probably seen I've lost the plot at the end on the officials, because just said they've killed the game. We'd dominated in the second half. We knew we would down the hill, but they've taken the game away from us. But let's not just take today in isolation, because, as I said, that decision has killed the game. We've not been good enough in the 6 weeks period. I know we've given some half-decent accounts in some tough games in Tunbridges and Tauntons, etc. And yes, we beat Beaconsfield, but I'm also realistically, I know this level, and we're going to have to somehow, depending on what the season brings, move forward. But and then I take a deep breath and hear what the Prime Minister said on the way home and go, who are we kidding? This season's over. So maybe it's just got to bite it up. But I hate losing, and whatever people might say about me or my coaching team or as a combination, it really hurts. So, I'm furious today and I'm really gutted.
Okay, thanks Spencer, and good luck for next week.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Cheers, mate.